Hey, what is up, everybody? Jeremy here, excited to bring you another Starfield shipbuilding video. Today we have the Red Talon coming at ya. I wanted to give a mad shout out to Enoch Arden, who brought up the concept of using the Armstrong 10 cockpit and just led to further design. This is another variation of the Shroud Breaker and the Forerunner. This is probably the last variation I do of the ship, unless there's a patch and there's more parts available, and that might be that might lead to a version 2. But this is how it's going to end. And since this is New Year's Eve, we're ending the year with a bang. This is my favorite ship, guys. Honestly, this is my favorite ship. And it'll be my favorite ship of 2023. I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. So this is my favorite ship, everybody. And details. Yes, if you want to view all the parts that are used in this build, you can check it out in a link below. There's a link to this Google Sheet below. And of course, if you like what we're doing, don't forget to hit the like button. And don't forget to also subscribe to our YouTube channel. So now more to this build. This build is optimized based on the skills you have, based on skills, bonuses you get from skills, and from crew members. Okay, so let's go talk about that now. Let's talk about the skills that we're using. One of the biggest ones will be astrodynamics. This reduces the fuel cost of your jumps and also increases the range of your grav jump as well. What that means is that you can use lower end or different or less intensive, less mass consuming grav drives, and also use less fuel. So you can also just equip modules, fuel tanks that don't have as much fuel. You don't need to have as much fuel, and that also means it doesn't use that much mass on your ship, which means you can use it for something else. Use that additional mass for something else. And we discovered, based on just doing some research, the grav jump could be with all the perks you have, like maximizing perks and having crew members, the bonuses, all that combined, the most you need is 200. All right, so and the closest grav drive, or the closest fuel tank to that, will be 210. Right, so that's that. Aneotronic fusion, maxing that out, have 5 extra units of power. Of course, that means you need to go through this whole tree to get to that section, but yeah, I think that's a huge boost. In tech tree, you want piloting, have that maxed out. Starship design, have that maxed out. You're gonna have engine systems, particle beam weapon systems, shield systems, other optional pieces. Other optional pieces would be starship engineering and targeting control systems. Totally up to you. Energy weapon systems, this would be nice to max out, because based on this weapon loadout, both energy weapon systems and particle beam weapon systems, their bonuses apply to the Vanguard Obliterator auto projectors. That's what they're called. So yeah, both the bonus from here apply to along with the crew member bonuses. So that's something else to consider when maxing out the ship. And the last piece in here will be ship command. So this is down the bottom of the ship command, or the social tree, and this is totally optional. You need 6 members to optimize this build. If you want to just only have 4, you don't have. That means you don't have to put a point in here, because you can get 4 members without putting any points into ship command. That's if you include Sarah Morgan as a crew member. If you include Sarah Morgan, she adds an additional crew member. So that's one of her bonuses that she contributes. So yeah, you can do that. Or if you want to put 1 point, you can get 5 members. But if you want to get all 6 members in here, you need rank 2. And with that, let's talk about the crew members. Let's talk about the crew, guys. Let's talk about the crew. Let's talk about the crew. This is the crew that you're going to use and need to optimize this build. I'd say the top 4. I've ranked this from top to bottom. The top 4, that I'd recommend that for any ship build. All right. So even without putting a point into ship command, you can easily get these 4 crew members. That's Sarah Morgan, Sam, Omari, and Vasco. Sarah, she adds that additional crew member as a bonus, so then you can add Vasco to that. So, 2 rules. There you go. 2 rules. 2 rules here, all right? Rule number 1. If you have multiple members that have the same, have a bonus to one specific skill, all right? They do not stack. They do not stack at all. The bonus that applies will be the highest one. That's it, all right? Rule number 2. the skill bonuses that you have, that your character has, first applies to the skill, and then the crew member's skill will be applied to that. So as an example, Sarah Morgan, if I maxed out astrodynamics, I will get a 50% fuel reduction. So that's applied first. Then Sarah Morgan's additional 3% fuel reduction applies to that afterwards. So that's how that works. So that's what we're doing here. So the big bonus is between all these people. Sarah, add that additional fuel reduction, get that crew member. Sam, he increases your top speed. So if I max out ship engineering or ship engines, my max speed will be 20%, and then he adds then he applies 30% on top of that. And also he adds a dedicated power to engines, so that's super cool as well. So I think he's number 2 for sure. Number 2 in that list. Number 3, Omari, 60%. So if I max out shield capacity, that's 60%. That's 60% right there. With Omari, he adds an additional 20%. He applies a 20% on top of that, and then he also dedicates an additional dedicated power to shields. Then Vasco, he adds, in this specific build, he adds 1 reactor power. We don't have any EM weapons on here. So that's your main 4. If you put a point into ship command, then you could get Barrett. So he increases the damage and the recharge time of your particle beam weapons. And then if you add a second point, then you could add Andreja. She adds a bonus to energy weapons, increases the damage by 10%, and also includes a recharge reduction of 10%. So both Barrett and Andreja's bonuses will apply to the Vanguard Obliterator auto projectors. So that's cool. So but yeah, so in terms of the least effect out of this crew, it would be Andreja. She has the minimal effect, but all the weapons are particle beam weapons in this build, so Barrett will enhance all of your weapons. Okay, so that's it. Let's go to the build. Yay! Build time, y'all. Just had to talk about that to see how give you some of the reasoning of how this build was set up. So here we go. We have the Red Talon. We are going to separate this into 3 main parts: your port, starboard, and middle sections. And you can already start seeing some of the glitched pieces here. There it is. Let's see here. So yes, one thing you'll see here, I duplicated landing gear a whole bunch of times. Why? Because one of these landing gears, the Pinpoint 3G landing gear, gives you 3 hull per 1 mass, which is the best ratio to anything else in this game, with exception of the reactor. The reactor is the biggest one. Let me see. Where's my reactor here? There's my reactor. Here it is. My reactor, look at that. So 71 mass, but has a hull of 1,125. So there it goes. So I'm going to delete all these and go through the duplication process of these later. So it'll be the last thing we do in this build. And we should, yeah, there it is. We revealed the shield. This is the 60S Protector Shield Generator. A-class. It only needs 8 power to fully power it, so that allows us to use the power elsewhere. It also has a nice regen rate of 10%. So with this specific build, the idea here is get in and get out and move out. And here's some other glitched pieces that we have. I'm going to move that to the side for now. And then we're going to grab our shipbed 200 landing bay. This is our starting point. It's going to be in its aft orientation, and then we're going to bring it in a Nova Galactic 1x1, companionway 1x1. In front of this, we're going to bring the Hope Tech storeroom fuselage, and underneath the fuselage, we're going to bring in the 100 DP Slim Docker. After that, we're going to bring in the Armstrong 10 cockpit, and then on top of the landing bay and companionway here, we're going to bring over the Nova Galactic Control Station 2x1. This adds 4 crew members to this build, and the cockpit, the Armstrong 10 cockpit, adds 2 crew stations. So that is our 6 right there, 6 crew members that we need to optimize this build. We're going to bring over the Deimos Tail A in the back, and the Deimos Spine C, and the Deimos Spine A to finish that top portion. And then we're going to move the portholes a little bit to the side and bring over the Nova Cowling 1L in its top 4 orientation. And we move the gun. We're just going to leave these. And then, because we need to use the flip glitch to bring this in. We're going to use the flip glitch. We're going to bring it in. So, rules for the flip glitch. 1, the piece already needs to be in the work area. Number 2, it needs to have a free available snap point that it can snap to, even though if it might be clipping items. It just needs to be able to snap to something that's available. And then 3, you need to be able to flip it. All right, so let's bring it in. Use the Z key on the keyboard. Flip once, flip twice, then cancel the movement by tapping either escape or tab. Escape or tab, there it is. And double click on this section to make sure everything is connected, and it is. So funny thing, we need to remove all these parts because we need to set up our glitches. So we're gonna get these 3 out of here. We're gonna duplicate a companionway. Wait, did I have? Hold on a second. Okay. We're going to duplicate a companionway once and twice. So this will be our staging area for some glitches. We're going to move in the Nova Cowling. Right there. Perfect. And the Nova Cowling on the other side. And already attached to this will be 2 auto Helion beam, or 4. Well, 2 on each side. 2 auto Helion, 2 PBO-175 auto Helion beams on each wing. And on the bottom, we actually have 1, and there's 2 on the other side. And we'll show that glitch a little bit. But I have 2 weapons in 1 weapon mounting spot. And the reason why I have this is because based on the build on how I have it, the landing gear doesn't extend all the way to the front. So I wanted to make it look like these are landing gear pieces. That's the reason why. Because like when you have the fuselage in there, notice that there's no snap points on the sides, only front and back. So I couldn't extend the landing gear all the way to the front. And that was one of the quirky things I had with the original Shroud Breaker, but yeah, in this specific build I can't move it over. So continuing the build, we're going to move over the White Dwarf 3015 engine, sit right behind the Nova Cowling 2Ls. Bring it over from each side. Oops. There we go. And for the front, we are going to bring in to the inside of Nova Cowling. We are going to bring in a Horizon weapon mount with 2 Vanguard Obliterator auto projectors already attached. And the reason why I'm putting this here is to make it look like the ship is connected. So what we're going to do is move over the Armstrong 10 cockpit, and we're going to use the duplication glitch to move it in. So I'm going to duplicate 1 more of these because I need to move this down twice. So here you go. So to use the regular duplication glitch, 3 rules, or 2 rules. 2 rules. 1, you need to be able to purchase the part that you want to duplicate at the star yard that you are in. All right, so that's essentially what you're doing is when you're duplicating. You're purchasing item and placing it into a different spot. 2, there needs to be a free and open available snap point for this module to duplicate either down or up to. So yeah, the duplication glitch. Some people call it the drop down glitch. I think just call it the duplication glitch because you can duplicate both up or down. So let's go ahead and duplicate it. So you duplicate once, and then duplicate it twice, and then it's in there. And as you can see, it looks like the front is more attached. So I'm gonna move this back up just to show you. Without it, and I'll just undo these. But yeah, I want to explain this a little bit. But without it, it kind of looks like a random open spot, as you can see there, right? So if I undo it, I'm going to undo all that. Now it kind of looks like the front is attached to these modules. And that's what I wanted to go for. And that's the reason why I put those Horizon weapon mounts and the weapons in there. But I also want to demonstrate how to do this glitch with a controller. So we got the duplication glitch. Going to bring out the controller right here. We're going to select the module by tapping RB, and then all you do is tap Y to duplicate it down, then hit A to accept, and then do it again. Select it with RB, tap Y to duplicate, tap A to accept it, and then you can delete these other 2 by tapping X. And you should always check, make sure everything is attached by tapping the main concentration of parts, tap LB. It'll select everything, and it shows that everything is connected, and then cancel out, or cancel, or tap B to unselect. And there you go. So that is our main section right there. Cool. What else should I show you in the meantime? I think that's it. Let's show the what I did here. All right. So the duplication glitch, you need to have a part available like at the star yard. So these weapons, the Exterminator 95 MEV Auto Hellion Beams, are not available at the star yard. I'm at the landing pad with Shield Builder, so they're not available here. But if you delete one, you still have it available at your star yard. So you can always, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to duplicate it. So I can duplicate it because I deleted one, I have it available. I'm in a bad angle. So I'm going to duplicate it right there. So right. So as I said, there's 2 of these somewhere. Oh, there's the second one. Oh, it duplicated up. Oh, interesting. Interesting how it did that. Can I get rid of it? Okay, I need to delete this. It's like, so I didn't notice that when I was duplicating it the first time. So I'm just gonna, I want to set up this glitch for you. So I'm gonna set it up. So that's one thing that could happen too, is that it might duplicate on the inside of a module. So yeah, it's cool. It works out. So I'm gonna, you know what? Maybe I'll do it that way. So let me move this in. All right, it's in there. So okay. So there, I had 3 already, and what I want to do is like, I don't want to move it to another point because it looks weird. I didn't. At least it looked weird to me. Like I didn't want to put like a random 3rd piece right there or something like that. It's like out of place. It doesn't. There's like one out of nothing. But so I decided, all right, I'm just gonna duplicate one by either merging it in the same spot or kind of duplicating it on top of each other. So it's basically duplicating inside this module. I'm at a weird angle right now, so there you go. So I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to duplicate it. If it duplicates down, well, okay, let me, just for demonstration purposes, let's see. I'm going to select this and select this. So I'm doing, so this is the duplication buddy glitch. So the duplication buddy glitch has the same rules as duplication, as a regular duplication glitch. But with a buddy, the differentiation is that you can duplicate an item to an already occupied spot, and 2, the next rule is that your buddy module needs to have a top and bottom snapping point available to it. So what I'm trying to do is force this down. All right. So notice how I guess there's a snapping point inside this module. That's what's happening right now. But yeah, usually whenever you use the duplication buddy glitch or any duplication buddy glitch or any duplication glitch, it likes to snap to an open spot closest to it. So I'm going to select this and select the buddy, and I hit Control G to duplicate. All right, it duplicated somewhat down. It didn't duplicate right at all. Ooh, weird. Let me try it again. Huh. So it's kind of matching. Funny. Oh, that's funny. Well, anyway, I just want to make sure there's 3. So it flipped. So it's matching the point inside. So I'm just going to duplicate it back up. And if it, oh, I can't duplicate it. So because I only have 3 available. So this is not available. So the order is delete the other one first. So we have another one of these to duplicate. So I duplicated it up. So it's probably inside here now. And then I'm going to take the one that I duplicated off of and move it back into its position. All right, double click, make sure everything's good. Everything looks good. Perfect. Okay. That was a lot. Let's continue. All right, and I'll show the duplication buddy glitch on controller. You're going to use it several times. I'll do it in another glitch. So moving on, we're going to move over the 60S protector shield generator and we're going to use the flip glitch to access this free and open snap point right there. It says the engine only has a top, bottom, and front snap point. So this one over the side is free, so we can bring it in, flip once, twice, 3 times. So this guy has 3 flips. Bring it in once, twice, 3 times back into its original orientation, cancel it by tapping tab or escape, and it's in there. All right, more flip glitches. We're going to bring in the Pinpoint 3G landing gear. We're going to do this with a controller. So I'm going to tap A to select it, bring it into the slot, tap Y to flip once, tap it again to flip twice, then hit cancel by tapping B, and it should be in there. Double check if everything's connected by tapping LB to the whole ship. It's good. Moving on to the other side. Let's bring in the other Pinpoint 3G landing gear. Flip once or twice, cancel. Perfect. Drop down glitches coming at you. So one of these can already be, like, since this side has a free and available spot, I'm just going to use straight up duplication glitch to just move it down to that one spot already. So select it, Control G. It went up first, so I'm going to accept that one. So that means it can only go down now. Control G. Perfect. So double click, make sure everything's connected. Everything is. Now I'm going to move over these other two pieces. I'm going to move over grav drive. This is the R3000 Alpha grav drive. And I'm going to bring it in over the 104DS mag inertial reactor. I need to use the duplication buddy glitch for this one. So I'm going to delete 3 of these right now just to be safe, because things can jostle out of position. So I'm going to double click, make sure everything is connected and ready to go. So yeah. Shift click drag, shift click drag, shift click drag, and duplicate it. Duplicate it up first, which is fine. And then I'll use the controller for the duplication buddy glitch here. So to shift it down, to use the duplication buddy glitch, use RB, select the pieces you want to duplicate, and then select the bottom buddy by tapping RB as well. Then tap Y to duplicate it, and then tap A to accept. Gonna tap LB over the main ship to make sure everything's connected, and they are. And then to unselect, tap B. There you go. Delete these guys. Oh, I accidentally deleted an engine. There we go. Double click, make sure to double check. Perfect. Now, to finish off this section, I'm going to bring in the these guys, the front side of, or the other Pinpoint 3G landing gear. I'm going to delete 2 of these. So this is going to be using the duplication buddy glitch as well. I use so many of them. All right. To prepare for the duplication buddy glitch, I need to glitch these in place right here. All right. So using the flip glitch, flip once, flip twice, cancel. It's in there. Bring it in the other side, flip once, flip twice, cancel. It's in there. Cool. Duplicate one of these, and hopefully this forces it down. Shift or select, then shift click drag, shift click drag the bottom companionway. Duplicate it. Accept it. Double click to make sure everything's connected, and they are. Delete these guys. All right, finishing off the ship. We're going to now remove our helper companionways over here. We're going to bring in the fuselage to the front. And then we're going to bring our Nova Cowling 1LTF. We're using the flip glitch. Flip once, flip twice. Cancel. Double tap to check. It's in there. Weapons. I feel like I'm missing. I need to add 2 more. Vanguard Obliterator auto projectors. So I added it to the Nova Cowling right there. Both sides. Double tap. Everything's good. All right. For the rest of the available mass we have so we're going to try to maintain 100 mobility on this ship. But what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate these a bunch of times to add more hull. And that's what I was doing. So shift click drag, shift click drag. I'm just going to use the duplication glitch to move it up. Or try to move it up. Oh, I selected something else. Wait, where am I? Did I accidentally selected something else? Okay, I can duplicate that. Good. All right. There we go. I was selecting something that I couldn't duplicate, so that was our problem. All right. There we go. I'm going to use the duplication buddy glitch to drop this down, or duplicate a bunch of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn blue, cool, 6. So I was waiting for the hole to turn blue. So like before, I mean, that just means I reached the area that I was at like when I first started like modifying this ship. So nope, I forgot. These guys give hold as well. Oops. All right. Oh no. So we reached the point where this guy wants to try to duplicate itself. So yeah, with the duplication glitch, both the standard and the buddy, it likes to snap to the closest open point available before it likes to move into an occupied spot. Okay, I think that's enough. And then we got 97 mobility, so let's go ahead and delete these guys. I have 3 errors right now. What's going on? Oh, that's right. I forgot about those guys. Let me move these guys over. Alright, and then we can start deleting everything else. So we're going back to 100 mobility. We're going for stats on this build. So yeah, it's a little uneven, but that's okay. That's okay. These are already duplicated, glitched pieces. And that is your Red Talon, everybody. I really liked... Alright, so different things you can consider. I really liked having the fuselage here blend in with this cowling to move into the second level, or the second level in this build, second floor. It looks very sexy. I like it. But if you don't care about the fuselage, you can delete that and delete the companionway behind it, and that gives you space for additional 2x1 hab. It still looks pretty good. Still looks pretty good. I mean, like if you want to be very, if you want to be critical, it's like you have that open spot. So that's you. And that also means if you have a regular hab here, you can move an additional gear to the front. Kind of like the same thing as the shield or the shroud breaker. So you can move one of these into the front and have landing gear go all the way to the front and then kind of move this to the back if you would like to. Other option, like say, all right, okay, 1 2x1 hab is good enough for me. I don't care about the fuselage, and I don't care about having this additional second hab, and I don't care about having these portholes available. Okay, so what that does is saves you a lot more mass. So it increases, so it, it gives you more mass, and what you can do now is then now bring the like the radiator or the reactor, the fuel tank, and even merge in the grav drive up top here, and that will serve as your second floor. And then what you could do is duplicate more landing gear to increase the hole even more. So that's another option for you that you can use in this build. Any other considerations? I think that's generally it. So yeah, you can still have this hab. You could still have your 6 crew members if you want to focus on optimizing that, and you save more mass, which could be used in gaining more hull. So more options for you if you decide to use it. But I'm sticking with the original plan, so I'm going to cancel the modification because I also didn't have enough money to do that modification. So there you go. What did I do differently that I used up more cash? I don't know. But anyway, here's the original. You go back into it. You have the fuselage still there. That's the storeroom. That should be a companionway. Perfect. Yeah, let's go take a tour. It's a rainy day in Vessel, everybody. All right, boarding the ship. We should be entering the companion. My seat is like falling. All right, we're entering the companionway, and right up top, we're gonna go up top first. We are in the control station. Here is a bunch of our crew.
Drive makes me feel alive.
And then, yeah, the thing about the companionway and the storeroom, there are doors between both of them. So this is the storeroom. All right. Or this is the fuselage. Yeah, the fuselage storeroom. So what's interesting about the fuselage, even though it occupies, has additional structure on top of it in the specific module, right? that means that you can easily glitch something into it because you don't see the glitch into the open area. So like, yeah, I don't like glitching into walk areas or into the cockpit. That's one thing I try to avoid. I did use it a little bit once, but you barely saw it. That was with the what's it called? The space moth. All right, let's go. Let's fly. Let's turn on the battle music. Let's do it. Let's go through some demos. Let's take off. Woo! That's the energy I want right now. It's perfect. There's a lot of thrust in this ship. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hey! Alright, quick demonstrations, everybody. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to boost up a little bit, slow down, and then see that we are getting 280 top speed. That's based on the perks that I have. No. Alright, so there it is. So 280. If we hit our boost, we can get to 1,120. That's with maxed perks and engines, and the bonus that Samco provides as well. Recognize the power. So I actually don't put as much power into the auto projectors because basically the power assigned to these auto-based weapons is based on having it recharge faster. So if I have even power dedicated to it, I'm going to remove one from the grab drive and fire all three at the same time. Right? Fire all three and use them all up, and then let them recharge at the same time. That was a bad example. So it does show that the Vanguard auto projectors, here we go. We're going to release it, let it go, and release. The Vanguard auto projectors has a faster recharge rate compared to the other particle weapon beams. The reason why is because the bonuses for both energy weapons and particle beam weapons they both work and apply to the Vanguard Obliterator auto projectors. So I decided, all right, I'm gonna divide the power up a little bit, lower the Vanguard auto projectors, and put max power into the other particle beam weapons. So if I use all three at the same time, you should get a similar recharge rate. It's still a little faster for the Vanguard Obliterator auto projectors, but you see it. Let's see if I can But yeah, anyway, that's the idea. So with that in mind, if I'm going into a system and I might get into a fight, I would probably take a power from the particle beam and put it into grab drive to help me get there, and then at least I have the one with the best bonuses on it. Try to be evenly matched with the other particle beams. Other things to look at here is the map. Let's see the map. Since we have astrodynamics, the bonuses here, like traveling here, should take less consumption. It's like, I think doing this would be like in the 600 areas, and I'll turn off my webcam a little bit. You can see it's only 136 consumption to go all the way across the map. Of course, you refuel at outposts or at stations, so you refuel there. So if I go to, let me see, was it Alpha Andraste or something, or Human? I don't know. Let's go here. Just an example. And yes, don't forget the ship parts. The ship parts can be found in a link in the description below. Yeah. So just quick demonstration, and then we'll take our quick other demonstration pieces, and then we'll go into battle. We'll take this guy. All right, Alpha Andraste. Let's see. If I travel from Andre Adraste all the way to Huygens, or right, this one, Huygens, 153. Cool. So it only takes 153.8, and I think we refuel here. We refuel here once, so that's Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. Yeah. So there you go. There you go. So that should help you understand about or understand the concept of what astrodynamics does for you and what it allows you to do in terms of shipbuilding. Let's go into a fight. Let's go to crits. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go.
Superfluous amount of books.
Oh, I'm not paying attention to the flag. There you go. Where's my mouse? Okay. And if we're in a fight, we're ready. We're ready.
Let's see what there is to see.
Direct to the front drive.
Their engine is online.
They're not escaping.
Target sitting there with no grab drive
Oh,
now.
melting, man.
Front drive's down.
Wait, why did it not get selected? That was weird. Hey! Cool. Let's do more. Let's go to Serpentis. More louder music. More. It's a really fun ship. This ship shreds. This Red Talon shreds. It's like as my chair is malfunctioning.
Nice job. We're right on target.
All right. Let's do this. Come on. Come on. Come on. More. More. No? All right, no, let's hear it. Yeah, one here. Hostile activity found. All right, I went right past it.
Target's grab drive is down. So sorry.
More. Let's go here.
Target's engine down. Grab drive. Nice.
Enemy's grab drive out of commission.
One more. One more. It's so fun. It's so fun. I was gotta say, high maneuverability, thrusters, powerful weapons. It just melts everything, or shreds. This Red Talon shreds. Using him. All right, one more, guys. One more time. One more time. One more time. It's so good. Freestar. Oh, not here. want one more. We want one more. We want one more. Or, one more time. One more time. That's better way to chant it. One more time. Are you serious? Oh. Oh. There you go.
Enemy ship. We have to disable the enemies that's shooting us.
Don't you dare boost away from me. One more. One more. What is this? Sensor count? No, that's nothing. One more, guys. The Faroon people are not happy right now. It's being shredded by a Red Talon. Shredded by a Red Talon. Wait, was I already here? One more time, guys. One more time. This is it. This is it for reals. This is it for reals. Only one ship. Are you boosting? Really? Alright, everybody, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Happy New Year. This is my favorite ship of 2023. Ending with a bang, or ending with some shredding. This Red Talon shreds. But yes, everybody. Once again, you can find all the parts for this ship build linked in the description below. And of course, if you like what we're doing, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have yourselves an amazing New Year, everybody. More videos coming soon. We'll see y'all we'll see y'all real soon. That's it. Peace out, y'all. Peace. And thank you so much for all of the support. As always, without you, just wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. See you all in the new year. Peace out, y'all.